Today, we're going to dive into a massive mindset shift, one that could totally change how you use AI in your business. We're talking about moving way beyond simple chats to building entire companies that pretty much run themselves. Now that's a bold statement, right? But it frames the issue perfectly. While most of us are splashing around in the shallow end with basic AI chats, a very small group of people are out there in the deep end using it to run whole businesses, totally hands-free. The crazy part is, 99% of entrepreneurs don't even know this is possible.
So, you gotta ask yourself, are you stuck in that shallow end? Are you just using AI for little one-off tasks when it could be handling your lead generation, your customer outreach, and even delivering your expert-level work for you? It's time to think a whole lot bigger.
And here's the core problem for so many people. You become the human glue. You know what I mean, right? You go to an AI tool, you get an answer, you copy it, you paste it somewhere else, then you get a reply over there, and you bring it back to the AI. You are literally stuck in the middle, connecting all the dots by hand. The whole goal is to get yourself out of the middle. And that brings us to the big idea, the huge mindset shift you need to make this happen. It's all about becoming a director instead of a doer. See, you're no longer the person who does the work, you're the person who directs the work. And look, the difference is night and day. The doer is constantly jumping out of one tool to manually plug information into another. But the director challenges that. They ask, wait a minute, how can I make the tool do the next step for me? That little question is the key to building complete end-to-end automations. Probably the best way to make this real is with this metaphor. Just treat your AI like a smart but junior intern. They're super capable, they can do a ton of stuff, but they absolutely need clear directions from you. You don't do their work for them, you just tell them what needs to get done.
So, okay, that sounds great in theory, but how does this work in the real world? Let's walk through a practical playbook for building an automated business. We'll use a digital marketing agency as our example.
It really just boils down to these three simple stages. First, attract, where the AI goes out and finds your perfect customers. Second, convert, where it reaches out to them with messages that are actually personal. And third, deliver, where the AI does the high-value, expert work you promised them.
So for the attract phase, forget about spending hours on manual research. You just give your intern a simple prompt, something just like this. You're directing it to find 50 super specific brands, telling it what industry to look in, what their recent activity should be, and exactly what kind of table you want back. The AI does all the heavy lifting.
In this quote, it just nails the philosophy. Broken people get good at doing tasks. Rich people get good at avoiding them. The goal here is to automate every single thing that doesn't require your unique human touch. Remember, don't repeat yourself. Okay, so you've got your lead list. Now, for phase 2, convert. You just give a new direction. You tell the AI to act like a marketing expert and draft a personalized email to every single brand on that list. And here's the crucial part. You tell it to reference their recent social media posts. That's how you avoid sounding like a generic robot. It's personalization at scale.
When you do this, you create what's called an end-to-end agentic workflow. Now that's a fancy term, but all it means is the AI doesn't just send the email and stop. You can actually direct it to monitor your inbox and only notify you, say in Slack, when someone actually replies and is interested. You just sit back and wait for the good news.
Boom. A lead is interested. Now it's time to deliver. Let's say it's that green powder company AG1. You can now direct your AI to do a super deep analysis of their entire online presence, website, social, ads, everything for the last 6 months, and find the actual patterns and insights about what's working for them. This is high-level strategic work.
And get this is the truly mind-blowing part. The entire process we just walked through, from finding the lead to this deep analysis, that's the equivalent of 60 hours of human work. That's a week and a half of someone's full-time job, done automatically while you were doing something else. The leverage is just immense.
But look, a table full of raw data isn't enough to close a deal. The final killer step is to turn all of that research into a beautiful, winning proposal that makes the client just go, wow. So you give one last direction. You tell the AI to create a presentation, but not just any presentation. You tell it to go to AG1's website, pull their actual branding, their colors, their logos, their fonts, and make the report look like it came from their own internal team. It can even publish it as a custom web page, not some boring old PDF. Trust me, nobody else is doing this.
Okay, so all of this probably leads to a pretty big question in your mind.
If AI is doing all the research and the outreach and creating these incredible deliverables, what's left for you to do?
I mean, this is the central challenge and the biggest opportunity of our time. When all the technical work can be automated away, how do you stand out? What makes you different and valuable?
Well, the answer really comes down to 3 uniquely human skills. First is taste. AI can generate 1,000 ideas, but only you know which one is actually good. Second is vision, seeing where the world is headed and setting the strategy. And third, and maybe most important, is care, the emotional intelligence to truly connect with other human beings.
And that last one, care, is just everything. Because at the end of the day, business isn't B2B or B2C. It's H to H, human to human. When AI is handling all the technical problems, it's your heart that makes you stand out.
So the real takeaway here isn't that AI is coming to replace you. Not at all. It's leverage. It's a tool that gives you your time back, so you can double down and get even better at the things that only you, as a human, can do. All right, let's wrap this up with one last thought, and it's a big one that kind of reframes this whole conversation.
Seriously, think about this for a second. The internet didn't teach you how to use the internet better. Your smartphone didn't teach you how to use it better. But AI does. If you want to learn how to use it, you can literally just ask it. Its programming language is just plain English.
And that leaves us with one final, kind of provocative question to ask yourself. You know AI can do all these things, and you know you can ask it exactly how to do them. So, what are you pretending not to know? The power is right there. It's just waiting for a director.